Okay, so I like using the bolster. It gives us a little bit of height. It allows for us to get our tailbone lifted a little bit and give it a little bit of support. It also helps take some of the rounding out of the low back when we sit in these positions. So we will begin seated on the bolster. You have your bricks somewhere where you could reach them wherever they are. You don't have to have bricks, but if you have them, it's always helpful. All right. Shoulders down, chest up. Finding that center through the body, bringing the head up toward the heavens. Letting there be length in the neck. Soften the hands. And if that's too much air on y'all at any time, let me know. But notice, feel the wind blowing around you. Feel the connection to your breath and the movement of your body. Try not to breathe just into the chest. Make sure you're feeling it in your belly, in your waist, in your back. You're truly expanding and experiencing the breath. We're going to take the hands to the knees and we're going to lift up toward the sky. We're going to come into a relaxed seat, looking straight forward. Now let's settle even more. Flip your feet. The one that's on top now becomes the bottom. And just sit there for a moment with that. Now let's take a few cleansing breaths. Hands to the heart. And I like this one. We're touching our heart. And then we're exhaling to our head. Inhaling to the heart. Exhaling to the head. So the idea of connecting our thoughts to our actions, connecting our intentions to our deeds, remembering to flow with our breath, connected through mind, body, and spirit. When you're ready, hands go up and over. Really experience that lift. And then exhale. I want you to dive over your legs. Put your hands back behind you. Let your head roll forward. This is a good rounding that we're going to do. Tailbone still connected to the bolster and or the floor. And just feel that. Now when you're ready, we're going to begin to lift. We're going to tuck back and roll up. And let's go ahead and drop over to the right. You're going to reach to your right, placing that hand on the floor. You're going to look forward and then up. Roll your elbow and shoulder back. Look up towards your hand. You're going to see your left hand, and then you're going to exhale and rotate through your ribs and your waist. Take your left hand somewhere to the floor. If it's close to the other hand, that's beautiful. If it needs to open up and away, it can open up and away. Roll toward the front, one hand and then the other. Continue that journey around. Take a moment, finding your left, and then rolling back and up through the right side, reaching toward the sky, keeping the right hip on the ground, feeling that arc in the side and the waist. Coming up out of it nice and easy. And then to the other side. We're going to do the whole thing again. We're going to go left and over. We're going to rotate back. Look up toward our hand. We're going to exhale down. Let the ribs open. Let the body twist where it needs that twist. Don't force it. Let it find itself. Look to that front hand and then bring that back hand across. Now it's the front and then the other cross. You're gonna find that middle for just a moment. Inhale, lift again. And prepare to go to the other side. Don't reach out too far. Wow, get across moving that spine around. Just think about those lovely movements of the vertebra. They can go in almost any direction. Lifting up when you're ready, we're rotating up toward the sky. Looking to that top hand and then reaching up and out. Good. Now we'll go forward with the hands. If you need, bring your fists in, one over the other, and let your head go to that fist. Now, if you can't quite reach that, but you do have your bricks handy, that's where you can put one on top of the other, or use just one. Use a couple if you need. Do whatever you need to get there and let your body settle down. Relaxing through the neck and the shoulders. Inhale, lift up. Coming up nice and easy, push back. All right. We're going to take a moment from here. We are going to flip around. So, slide that bolster out. We're going to flip to our hands and knees. If you need knee pads, now's the time to get it. A simple back mat works great. You can also use a folded blanket if you need. And while you set your padding, we'll come into position. So, knees are wide, hips are settling over those knees. We don't want to be wider than the hips, but as wide as the hips. I want you to push into each set of fingers. So you're going to lift up, pressing in, roll that knuckle back. Sometimes you'll get them fingers to pop. So if that happens, just let it. And notice it needed that. All right, so shaking it out a little bit. We're going to do the side dog. So we normally do cat-cow up and down, and we'll do that one as well. But let's today take it to the side and look to your right hip. Inhale to neutral, then look to your left hip. Look to the front, to the right. You're inhaling neutral, exhale crunch. Inhale neutral, exhale side. Neutral and side. One more. All the way right. Pull that hip forward. Feel that shoulder stretch back. And then center. And then to the other side. You're crunching onto one side and stretching the opposite. Back into neutral. All right. From here, we're just going to take a moment. And we're going to very slowly turn our toes under. Pushing the tailbone up. And kind of dropping the heels back, but I don't expect you to touch down just yet. So keep doing what you're doing. I'll do a side view. And we're going to do the same thing. Now, if your heels are up a little bit, press one of them toward the ground. And then nice and easy, it comes up and the other one goes toward the ground. Just one at a time. Now we're walking the dog. We wagged his tail, now we're going to walk him. Pressing into each foot. One at a time, just walking out your dog. Notice how you press into your right foot and you can press harder into your left hand. Use that. Press into your left, go a little harder into your right hand. Again, right foot, left hand. Left foot, right hand. You may be doing opposite and that's okay. Press back when you're ready. Both heels down if you can. Lift that tailbone, let your head drop and settle. Inhale, we'll drop to knees. And we'll keep working with our down dog, making him more and more of a comfortable resting pose. All right, so we're in the hands and knees now. We're just going to do a couple of nice deep breaths. Inhale up, exhale round. Inhale up. And exhale round. Inhale up. push into your hands, push into your knuckles and your fingertips, push through your shins, and then just relax. From here, we're gonna widen our knees, bring your toes together, and push back through your hips. As you do that, start walking it down for child's pose. Get your chest as close to the ground as you can. Oh, that looks fabulous. If you can get your foreheads down, get them down. Let your shoulders and your elbows soften here. Really check that you're not straining to be here. Now inhale, lift the head up, look at your arms. You're gonna take your left arm back and through. It's gonna go between your legs and reach for your toes. So between your legs and reach back for your toes. Sometimes you can take your finger and slide it right under your big toes. Now just let go, soft. You're looking to the right. You're looking just under your armpit or at your elbow. And you're just letting go, relaxing down. Drop the shoulder away from your ear. That makes me want to open my elbow out a little wider. So if it wants to do that, let it. Take up space. Now nice and easy, we're going to come up. We're going to shift up. We're going to bring the knees in. And then we're going to slide the left arm through. We're going to take the right hand and place it on top of the left hand. And then you're just going to roll your shoulders back. Look up toward the sky if you can. Breathe. Nice and easy, relaxing that. Bringing the right hand in front of the face, sliding up. Wiggle out your back. Widen your knees. Tuck your toes together, sit back through your hips. Slide your right arm back towards your toes as you go down towards your shoulder and ear. Look over to the left. Let the left arm walk out to where it's comfortable, and then just soften through your shoulder, through your elbow. Surrender down to the floor. Now with your ear to the ground or as close as you can, just notice the hum of the floor. Wherever you are, notice the life of the building that you're in, or if you're outside, notice how it just feels to connect to the earth. Hear the hum of the electricity moving through the house or the building. Notice your pulse and rhythm. Awesome. No tension, just looking over towards your bicep, soft chin, soft shoulder. Pressing up slowly into your left hand. Sliding up, walking the knees in. Staying with the hips over the knees, slide your right arm under and through your body. Take your ear, your temple, the side of your head down to the ground. Slide your left hand back and then on top of your right hand, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back, look up toward the ceiling. Feel that twist. So I rolled from my temple and forehead, kind of the front side of my head, to almost the back of my head as I rolled to look up. Really twist through if you can. There's very little to no pressure on the head itself. The pressure's in the shoulder and the knees. Coming out easy, left hand in front of face. We slide up, we wiggle. We turn our toes under. We lengthen. Take a moment here and just lengthen that body out. Extend. So we're going to use this down dog. It is a bit of a resting pose, so find your comfort within it. How can you make this feel solid and strong with your weight distributed between your hands and your feet? And you want a good 60-40 going on, about 60% of your weight in your legs, 40% in your arms. Feeling the weight lift up toward the sky, lifting that tailbone, dropping your ribs towards your thighs. Inhale, look forward at your hands, soften your knees, and walk your hands back towards your feet. Hands go to feet, then they're going to walk up our shins to our knees. We're going to find the flatness of our back. So here, if you feel hunched or rounded, just kind of push your chest forward and lift your tailbone. Let's reverse dive. So bring your arms around to the side. We'll lift the chest. We'll come all the way up to the top. And let it go. Oh, lovely. Take your time with it. So you're at the back end of your mat. Now clear your space. So if you have a mat there or a knee pad, go ahead and get it out of your way for just a moment. We're going to do what's called a walking warrior. We're going to go slow. We're going to go steady with absolute intention. And we're going to find our ground. So from where you are, at the back end of your mat, open up your space. You can do this one without a mat, especially if it's really sticky or too thick. You can step off to the side if you need. All right, from here, we're going to shift our weight over to our right foot. We're going to make sure our right foot's walking straight forward. So look at your right toes. They're going straight forward at this moment. Lift your knee up on the left and find your balance. Look straight up if you can. Well, not straight up, but straight out in front of you and lift that heart up. As you're catching your balance, you're going to step forward into your left foot. You're going to go up on the toe of the right and then spin that heel just slightly in. It'll want to turn in as it drops down. We're going to come up to the sky. And we're on warrior one. It's not extreme, but feel that. Y'all stay with your arms up, even at home, stay with your arms up. Feel the stretch though from your rib to your hip and from your hip down to the top of your knee. Feel the distinctness of that length all the way. Bend into that front knee a little bit more. Now, hands to the heart. We check the knee and the toes. Straight forward. Absolutely looks good. We're going to come up, finding our balance, and lift our leg. So just steady. We're here. We're present. We're focused and grounded. We're stepping forward. We lift the left heel up and we let it drop in just slightly. It's not a big turn, just the slightest turn where your toes can point toward the left corner. Feel that lift. Oh, feel those hips. Bend that front knee a little bit. There you go. Bring your body up and back. And our tendency with warriors is we start going forward. So I want you to really draw it back and up. And I want you to be able to look in front of you and see your hands, but you're not craning your head up to do so. Keep your chin tucked in a little bit, but still see your palms. Awesome, y'all look so good. All right, staying where you are, 2 and 1, coming back, down this time. Hands will come down, we're gonna lift that knee. Awesome, arms out to the side, looking forward. You're going to take your left heel straight back, find a focal point on the ground, and extend out into an airplane. Airplane balance, hold 4. 3, lift your chest. 2. 1, touch your back toe down. Deeper a bit maybe, warrior once again. And let it go. All right, let's take a moment. We're going to go back to the back end of our mat again. As we step back, we'll reset our hips. Now open up, feeling the difference in what's going on, how you've moved it, how you've stretched it a bit. Feel the heat that's been created through here. Now let's take that breath. Inhale up. Exhale, find your balance. Shifting your weight into your left foot, it is going straight forward. Pick up that right. Lift the chest, lift the heart, lift your focus. Feel that right there already pull. If you pull your hips into alignment, don't let your back arch. Let the tailbone drop a little bit. Feeling it? Good. 2. Lift up, look forward. Step out now with the right foot, lifting up on the left, and turn that heel in, lifting to the side. And again, bring the chin down a little bit. You can still see your hands without craning the head back. Remember, it's not about extremes. It's finding your balance in the center here. Nice and easy. We'll step up, finding the balance, lifting. Lift the arms this time. Step into it. Shift up on the toe, dropping the heel back, reaching up again. Feeling it. Feel that length. Again, not arching too far, not overextending. Feel the length through the spine. Nice and easy. We'll bring it in. And then we're going to take off. Hands go out to the side. You're going to lift up and take off. Hands to the heart, we'll step together and let that go. All right, so we're now toward the front of our mat, somewhere near the front there, shaking out the hips. We're gonna do a nice, easy step back. We're gonna go to knees, so if you need your padding, have it ready. If you can do it without, we'll get started. All right, to our front, spreading the knees out. Make sure it's behind you. You're gonna step back onto it. There you go, so if you need it, we're gonna step back. All right, here we go. Inhale up. Exhale, easy dive. So with a flat back, take your chest forward. Straighten the legs as much as you can, but if you need a bend, bend them. Slide the hands down the knees to wherever they will go. All right, everybody in class can touch the floor, so we're gonna do it without the bricks. If you need to use the bricks at home, please do so. We're gonna step back with the right foot. You're gonna step, wiggle, 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 then drop that knee. So we've already stepped long in our warrior, but now we're lunging long, and it's a lot similar, but it's a little different too. So go ahead and lift up and feel that. Lift your arms. And once again, look at your hands, but bring the chin down as low as you can and still see your hands. So it's not about the extremity of it. That is beautiful, ladies. The neck looks lovely along. Soften your shoulders down. That's it. Remember, don't shrug if you can lengthen. Oh, feel that back hip. Feeling it? Yes. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do a simple crossover. So very simple. Right elbow or hand first to the knee. Your left hand goes to your hip. You got it. Nice. And this does challenge the balance, so work with it. If you can go a little deeper, you're going to do the thinker. You're going to bring that hand to the knee. Chin to the elbow, or chin to the, what's that, your fist? Yeah, that's that thing. And then we're lunging forward. We feel that back hip. Keep your heart up. Don't round. Y'all look good. Twisting up easy to the sky. Now easy, easy. Let's take it back. So we're going to straighten that front leg a little bit. All right. Bring your heel up, or your toe up, heel down. Flex it back. Pull your toes towards your body. Push your head out over that leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and easy. We'll go back into the bend. We're going to come back up. And then we're going to step back. Awesome. We're going to drop down to a seal. Head down, hands back. We're going to slide our hands forward. We're going to shift up to all four. Get your hands under your shoulders, turn your toes under, give me a down dog. Nice and easy, we're going to lift the right leg up toward the sky, extending up, looking under your right armpit, lifting, flaring those toes out. Now look forward to your right hand and step that leg up there. If you need to help it, grab it and pull it around. From right there, lunge, lift, woo, deep, all the way down. Step up, reverse dive again, soft knees, chest up, looking forward, lift, and hands to the heart. Close the eyes for a moment. Check in, do you feel lightheaded? Do you feel a little wobbly? Do you feel really strong? Notice where your breath is. Are you breathing into the chest only, or are you still breathing into the belly? Catching up breath to body, slowing back down. Finding your mountain. Checking with your head. Feel the top of your head lifting like a balloon on a string. It's not heavy and weighted with thoughts. It's light and open. Free to practice in this moment. Opening the eyes. Lifting of the arm. Any path that gets you there, take it. Exhale, dive slowly. Lengthen the legs as you go down and forward. Again, if you need to, bend the knees to touch the floor, or you may also use bricks. Stepping back easy, left. Step over your kneecap if you got it. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And we're going to drop low. This is going to be that deep, low lunge. Soften your knee and then come up when you're ready. All right, nice and tall. We're going to reach up. And we know it again. Our weight's in between the two legs. You're not all in the back leg or the front. It's right in between. You feel that length. You lift that heart. There's a slight arch to the back, but you're not overextending. That look beautiful. Lifting the heart, bringing the chin down just enough you can see your palms, but you're not craning to look at it. Nice and easy, good. Hand goes across and we'll twist. You can go a little deeper. You're going to take the left elbow toward the right knee. You're going to rest the chin on the fist. Place your right hand on your low back. Drop lower. Coming out, twist to the center, reach to the sky. Exhale down. Nice and easy. We're going to straighten that front leg. Woo, feel your butt drop back, lengthen that tailbone away from you. Then pull those toes up and back. 4, 2, good. And easy shift. All the way up. Finding your balance, step back. When you're ready, dive. All the way down. Woo. Let the head drop, let the shoulders roll. Let it go. Let's come out a little different. Inhale up, all the way. And then we'll bring the hands down. Finding that tabletop, turn your toes under, lift up to down dog. So a downward facing dog, your V shape, you're lifting of the tailbone again, you're dropping the ribs toward the thighs. You're trying to sink the heels as you press into your fingertips and knuckles. Let your head dangle in there. No tension in your neck or your shoulders. Draw those shoulders away from your ears. Nice and easy, soften the left knee. We'll lift that leg up toward the sky. We'll flare that foot out, really extend, breathe, look under your armpit. And then we'll step forward, look into your left hand, help it around. One time, high lunge. Stepping up. Reverse dab. Bringing the hands to the heart. Settle in. When you're ready, let it go. Okay, step out for a moment. Now, the next thing we're going to do is grab our straps. We'll do just a couple of things for the arms. This one's going to go, it's just easier if I turn around for it. So you're just going to take your hands into a strap. This can be a tied belt or a tie. A scarf works too. Doing whatever you can with the hands. Start with them facing forward with the palm. And then you're going to go over to the side. And then if you can, you're going to let that extend back and around. Now if that's too much, we have longer straps. The longer the strap, the easier it is for the turn. Then you're going to bend your right arm and go over and then up. Give it a little something. So you're going to go over, let it come back and around, let it move through your hand and palm. So you are extending the arm but not hyperextending or overlocking. You're going to bend the left and up and around. Woo, very good. So now, hands into your strap. Just feel that length, and we're just going to go into a basic dive. You're going to dive forward with those hands in the strap, nice and wide. Good. Now you got the idea. You're going to bend the knees. You're going to lift up, reversing out of your dive. And now, let's take that strap behind us. We're going to go behind. We're going to do almost the same thing, but the arms, of course, won't be quite as high. So what we're going to do is lift them up. You're going to dive forward, get your ribs to your thighs there if you can, chest toward knees. You're going to lift the arms up and let them go up and over. Oh, that feels amazing. Let them dangle a bit. Shoulder away from the ears. Tuck your chin in once just to feel the length of the neck. Don't hyperextend your knees. I have that tendency to want to really lock them back, so be soft. Bend the knees, keep the arms up and back if you can, and lift. And then let them fall. Now you can continue to use the strap. If you'd like it, you can go one notch in, so you just take it and fold it in. And then you're going to do the same thing. You'll take your hands back, you'll interlace with the strap. You're going to go up and back and over. The other thing that you can do is just take your hands to the interlace. So for me, as I extend out, I'll try to show my elbows because everybody thinks it's kind of weird, but that's how my elbows go. I do extend down and then they do turn and lock out, okay? So if your arms do that, or can you lock yours and just extend them? Turn your palms towards you. Yeah, So she can do it without having to do the pop, pop thing. So just bodily awareness. Be kind to your body. Listen to what it needs. Strap or without. Arms are interlaced. They're locked out when you're ready or to your length. Chest dives forward again. Arms go up and over. Woo! Feel that length. Coming up easy. My arms let go if you can keep it lengthened, and then all the way back. And then release. Awesome, ladies. All right, let's come down. Let's do some stuff for our tummy. Let's be good to our tummies. We're going to rock on them just a little bit. All right? So let's come down nice and easy. We're going to get down all the way to the belly. So all the way from standing all the way to laying. Let your body transition. Now, on your elbows like this, you're going to turn your left elbow in, and you're going to look to your right. You're going to bend that right leg and reach back for it. Now you're going to look to the front and just push that leg up. Sweep the left arm back, lift the left leg, lift as high as you can. Beautiful. We're just reaching. 3. Half bow, half locust, and then release. We reset. Wiggle out your hips. There you go. Right hand in. Looking to the left. Reach back for it. Grab it. Look to the center. And lift. Swing that arm back. Good. 4. And down. Now, what I want you to notice is when you breathe, just sit here and breathe. You lift, right? Because the belly's filling with the air, the diaphragm's pushing down, the balloon is moving. So think about that breath. When we do full bow, you can rock with your breath. Now let me show you. I'm not going to rock myself. I want you to really notice what happens. And then you can try it when you're ready. So we'll come up. Now here we go. Subtle. You're not big, you're not swaying. Try it. So come up, grab your ankles, and then breathe deep into your belly and diaphragm. Think about pushing your feet against your hands and letting the legs lift you up and hold you, and then the breath rocks you. That's it. It's subtle, right? But it feels so neat. Oh, that one's beautiful. You got it. Yeah. So everybody's got their own form. It doesn't look the same on everybody. And notice I like to hold my ankles and push my feet up. That gives me more lift. One more. And let it go. Awesome, ladies. Just drop it. We're going to take a moment. We are going to do a laying split. So we're going to go through a variation of this. I want you to do what you can. Starting position, you're going to look to your left. You're going to drop your right hand back and you're going to drop your ear to the ground. Just look over to that left. Now you're going to try and push your left knee out to the side. So you just kind of push it out. So if you notice, I've lifted my heel and knee, and I'm just kind of, or not my knee, I'm lifting my heel and foot and pushing that knee to the side. And then that drops you down. More of your inner thigh and groin should be closer to the floor. It might not touch down, but it's at least closer. Now soften. Your leg's going to want to start to extend a little bit. Let it soften to where it can go. Now we're all going to look forward, and we're going to lift up to those elbows again. So right here, some of us are going to be about where we need to be. Now what I want you to do, if you can, is use your foot to start walking it around. You just kind of push the ball of your foot. There you go. Use it. Walk it as far as you can. So if you're like, nope, I'm here or I'm here, wherever it is, you're where you need to be. All right, if you can go further, you just keep walking. And now, if you can roll up, you roll up, but I don't expect anybody else to do that today. But I do want you to notice that it's a transition of the hip. Just being aware that that leg went from toe down to all the way forward and toe up. I mean, that's amazing that it can roll in the bowl of the hip like that. So just appreciate where your body is pushed back into it a little bit. You don't have to go as high as I do to feel it. You don't have to go far to feel it at all. And then let go. Soften and roll that knee back. Slide it. Oh, drag it if you need. Take a minute, wiggle it out. So turning now to the right side, same thing. We're going to look to the right, rest down on that left side. We're softening our breath. We're softening our body. And now we're just going to push that hip out first and then start letting it extend. And then slowly we're going to walk up, upper body, going up onto your elbows again, and just start pushing your weight back. Now if you can, walk it around on this side. Go as far as you comfortably can. Everybody will have their own limit. And then if you can, you roll up. If you can stay in that split, stay in it. And then nice and easy, rolling out, letting the leg transition all the way back. Rock out your hips. Oh, yeah, there we go. All the way down. Just be on your belly for a minute. Forehead down if you can, relax. If you need your hands under forehead to help with the nose pressure, do that. Change what you need. Now wherever you are, take a moment. Lengthen the legs, lengthen through the upper body, begin to lift now. We lengthen and then we lift. We bring the hands back, we bring the legs in, then we're going to shift to up, shift to child's. We're going to take a moment and we're going to transition around. I want everybody to find what will feel good to them. I'm going to suggest legs up the wall today, so let's take a moment with that. If you would like to find a wall space, just turn your mat to that wall. And then go, Miss Charlotte, if you want to go to the back, if you want to come to this blue one, you can, whatever's most comfortable to you. So as we go legs up the wall, it is a little bit of a transition, so I'll show you. I'm going to come off on the far side of my mat. If I'm laying down on my back, this would be the right side. I'm going to put my butt up against the wall first. You can also do this on a couch or up the side of your bed at home. So you're going to go down, your butt's already touching the wall, and then you're going to swing the legs up. So your feet and hips are on the wall, and you're just laying on your side, and then you just transition to legs up the wall. Lengthen out through the back of your neck. Let your shoulders drop back. Now let's check in with those shoulders. Take your right hand over towards your left hip. Take your left hand to your right elbow and pull it down and across, and then let it go. Now do the other side. Left hand goes over toward right hip, pull it across, and then let it go. Laying back, resting. Soften the knees if you need to. If it's too much or too intense on the stretch to have them straight, you may bend them. hope everybody's got enough wall space for this next part. We're gonna bend the knees, and then we're gonna walk the feet all the way to the right, and we're gonna look over to the left. So this part of class, though it is still moving, it is a meditative movement. So we're slowing down, we're really focusing our breath. We're softening as much as we can. Now, if you're able, you're looking to your left. Excuse me. Thank you. You're looking to your left. Your legs are to the right, and your knees are still mostly together. Mine have separated a bit, and that's okay. That's what they do. Feet are still together, and one resting on the other. You're as low down to the ground as you can. If that right knee and foot can touch the floor, let them, and let the left side rest. If you're new to this, and you're just getting started, and you're about here or something, that works too. Whatever works for you to get into a comfortable twist. Get to know your body and what it needs. Now, nice and easy, looking straight up. Walk the feet up. Reset the back. And then very gently, we'll go over to the left side. You're going to look to the right, and you're letting your knees drop all the way to the left. Your feet are still touching the wall, and you're letting your back and your tailbone just roll back, soften, and release. Looking up when you're ready. And then nice and easy, just rolling to one side. Nice and easy, you can use your feet to help you push away from the wall a little bit and turn yourself around. Now, if you'd like to use a bolster again, I do recommend it. It's just so lovely to have a little something under your sacrum as you get reseated and recentered. So finding your place, finding your comfort, finding your easy seat. Settle down a little bit. Make any adjustments you need so you won't have to keep fidgeting. Soften. Relax the face, relax the eyes. No tension in your jaw or throat. You're letting the shoulders drop away. Taking time to be still. Allowing time to reset. Again, check in with the head. Let it be weightless like a balloon. Imagine a balloon on a string lifting you up, not weighing you down. sealing in the work of today, think about the length that we've created through your body, those standing warriors, those walking warriors. Think about the openness of your chest and heart with those forward dives with arm binds. Think about the work and how it opens you, not just physically, but emotionally, opening your heart, opening your head to new ideas and new pathways, changing habits, breaking bad patterns. I bow to each of you. I thank you for your presence and your practice today, your willingness to be here, your willingness to practice. Thank you so much for your presence. Namaste.
Namaste.
Remain as long as you would like. No rush. Take your time.